Good evening. Thank you all for coming. Have y'all ever smelled the acrid fragrance of a burning firestone?
No.
You ever gazed upon the orange glow and the carbon black smoke of a burning Goodyear amidst the background of an angry mob on a warm summer's night?
No.
Good for you. No. Anyway, we're going to talk a little bit about the Kingdom of Bahrain tonight. Bahrain is an archipelago. Archipelago.
Go ahead.
The Kingdom of Bahrain is an archipelago of about 33 islands. Okay, the capital, Manama, is on the largest of those islands. The Bahrain is the home to the first oil well drilled in the Middle East, where they first found oil in the Jebel oil field. Jebel is Arabic for mountain, and the oil field is at the base of this huge 440-foot mountain in the southern desert of Bahrain. The Saudis, just across the border, actually across a causeway, like to use Bahrain as kind of a tourist spot. They like to go there and have fun. The U.S. Navy's Fifth Fleet is based out of Bahrain, patrols the Persian Gulf and keeps the whole area safe. About 1.2 million people live in Bahrain, 235,000 of which are non-natives. The non-natives make up primarily the workforce in Bahrain. The service industries employ people from the Philippines, from the Far East, Malaysia, and the manual labor, the hard stuff, is generally done by Indians, Africans, and Pakistanis. Bahrain is a Muslim country, one-third Shia, or one-third Sunni Muslims, two-thirds Shia Muslims. The ruling party, the monarchy, is a Sunni monarchy, led by the king, Hamad bin Isa al-Khalifa. His son, the crown prince, Salman bin Hamad bin Isa al-Khalifa. His son is actually quite a redneck. People have seen him driving around in this souped-up pickup truck. It's actually a pickup truck that was created out here in Katy. There's this firm that soups up trucks and cars, adds tons of horsepower to them anyway. And then the prime minister is the king's uncle, Khalifa bin Salman al-Khalifa. A lot of Khalifas in Bahrain. All of the streets are named Khalifa. It's kind of hard to get around. You'll find portraits of these three gentlemen in every shop, in every restaurant, every hotel lobby, every company lobby. You'll find them, conference rooms have them. These guys like everyone to know who they are. There's a lot of tension in Bahrain that kind of goes with having a Sunni minority ruling a Shia majority. It happens all over the Middle East. We had lunch one day in a little town that we weren't supposed to be in called Riffa, and there was graffiti painted all over all of the buildings. And when asked later, they told us that it was basically translated to "death to the king." The king's response to all of the tension in Bahrain, and this is a quote from him, he says, "In a sense, there is no opposition in Bahrain. As that phrase implies, one unified bloc with the same views." I don't know. Anyway, one unified bloc with the same views. Apparently, the king hasn't been to Riffa to see all of the death to the king. Unified views there. One of the signature ways that they protest in Bahrain, and they're quiet protests, they're simple protests, but they like to burn tires. They roll a bunch of tires out in the middle of the street, blocking traffic, light them on fire, and chant slogans, do all those good things. They'll do that until the security details come around and clear the streets, sweep the tires away, put them out, and everybody goes back to their normal business. When I was there, we would get daily emails from the State Department that would tell us where these protests were going to be. They were somewhat scheduled, and it wasn't that they were necessarily dangerous. It was just you don't want to be in the wrong place at the wrong time during one of these things. They warned us when we first got into the country to be very careful about what pictures we took. To not do it out in the open, so to speak. One of the first things the security police do in Bahrain when they find you is they take a look at your camera, your phone, find out what kind of pictures you're taking, you know, who you're taking pictures of. They want to make sure you're not a reporter. They're undercover, you know, taking pictures of the things that you see behind me. I also realized a couple of days after I was there that my LinkedIn profile had been viewed by the security people at the airport when we checked in. Now I understand the hour delay. So anyway, what have we learned here tonight? We've learned that Bahrain is a tiny country. It's not very big. I have a map up here that you guys can look at. And in the grand scheme of things, you know, it's 300 square miles, which is about a third larger than Galveston. Galveston's about 200 square miles. It's a tiny country and has Muslim sects that have tension in between them. They like to burn tires, but you know, tires, they don't explode. You can't throw them very far. So they're not really a dangerous weapon. I have a pretty good hunch that President Obama plans to deal with the ecological effect of all of the used tires in the country by arming the Syrian rebels with these used tires. That's something his small armies do. You know, I'll finish with another quote from the King of Bahrain. There is no ethnic cleansing in Bahrain, no mass genocide, no policy of killing innocent people. I know I feel a lot better after hearing that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yay!
So we have Kathy Wilson. We have Jackie Milnick. We have Brian, aka Huck Estrada, no relation to Eric. We have Marlene Budnick. She's the matriarch of the family. We have Taylor.
Hey.
Taylor is single.
Looking.
And you know, and a handsome guy. We have Lieutenant Adam Budnick with the East Fort Bend County Fire Department.
Richmond.
We have Sergeant Tiffany Cortez Budnick with the Fort Bend County Sheriff's Department. We have Steve. We have my lovely wife Janine. And my lovely father, Chuck.